Working as intended.
Oh, hell no. We're still in a realm reborn. Getting close to the end, though. Well, I can't really say that. Once I finish the level 50 quest, there's like 100 other quests to do before you start Heaven's Ward. For now, though, so we still have to do the level 49 quests. I can't get a promotion with my Grand Company until I do more of the... What is it? The extra group here. The Squadron. Enlistment papers. It's not a Lalafell. Dismissed. There's a Lalafell. He's got the onion hairstyle. Hooray! Everybody here is a Lalafell. Training mission City Patrol complete. And they leveled up. The recruits appear to have carried out their task in a sufficiently competent manner. You'd be surprised at how many privates manage to lose their way on a simple patrol route. In any case, a small success like this will improve the unit's cohesion and help sharpen their individual skills. And then you can do more mission deployments. Each mission can be completed once per week, with deployment status being reset every Tuesday at 1 a.m. Now let's talk recruiting. I think I already know how to recruit. Special instructions will improve the abilities of individual recruits, but its main purpose is to encourage the growth of a squadron as a whole. There's going to be a big fucking Lala party in here. When you decide that the squadron skills could use some sharpening, check the regiment board for a list of available training courses. As much as I champion learning through doing, there are some things that need to be taught if the troops are to handle the tougher deployments. The more you bleed during training, the less you'll bleed in the field, as my old drill sergeant used to say. If you want the squadron to be more elite unit in the Maelstrom, then we'd best not neglect their military education. Ready to begin squadron regiment training? I think you'll find the course names are fairly self-explanatory. Training course will improve squadron attributes, providing increases to the unit's overall physical, mental, and tactical strength. The course on which attributes improve varies from course to course, so consider the values required for completing the more difficult missions when planning a regiment for your recruits. Each training course takes 1 hour to complete. This time remaining until a course is completed can be viewed by opening the timers interface under the duty main menu. Examine the regiment board to begin training course to check training results. Do I actually have to send them on training stuff? Might as well. Let's do this one. Why not? But anyways, I'm actually got to open up some new dailies. So we're going over to the Sahags, since my rep is maxed out. Also some more 48 quests. What do you need help with? Sibling Rivalry. Ellis requires you to supply the lines of tide gates. Guarding a wall so fast as tide gate requires the manpower of 2 brigades, and maintaining a unified defense requires they act in tandem. The task has been entrusted to the brigades of the brothers Nortmon and Starhet. Yet affair they hold each other in esteem far from fraternal, bickering over the slightest. I mean, I've already seen that. And so I need to ask an outsider, namely to bring provisions to Norman of the north side and that due to the south side to allay any appearance of impropriety. We've set aside 2 perfectly equal sets of rations for them, though you'll likely have your hands full convincing them of that. Giving it some rational thought. Here you go, Nort. What business have you here? I have some rations for you. An adventurer bearing rations is always welcome, but I cannot help but think you bear more rations to me for my brother's men. No. How about you? Are you going to complain too? Hey, you found now. What is it? Guess what? Rations. Nah, but what is this you brought us? Salted fish? You insult my men with brine-soaked bro while my brother dines on the fresh roots of the sea? Except no. It's like, what do I have to do to get you guys to get along? Take you witness their silly sibling rivalry firsthand, and now understand why some wonder whether the two can cooperate long enough to hold this wall. One thing unites like a common enemy, and I have no doubt the brothers will set aside their petty differences when faced with a greater danger. Alright, all done your chores? Alright, let's go see what Novv needs now. Novv is in need of someone to watch his clutch while he attends to an important task. What are you doing? Babysitting duty? I wish to ask a tedious favor of you. There is a task of which I must attend, a task which will take me away from the nursery for a time. Thus I would have you watch over my clutch while I am gone. You need not feed or discipline the spawnlings. Few, Ho, and Sue have such duties well in hand. The coral tridents concern me. It would be foolish to think our acts of sabotage have escaped their notice, and they suddenly desire vengeance. Thus far my presence has been sufficient to deter any such reprisals, but should they learn of my absence, I'll punch them. To where do you travel, Clutch Father? What is this task of which you speak? Do not question your elder. Your duty is to care for your spawn brothers, and that and not more. I leave the safety of the nursery to you. I will return as soon as I am able. Bye. But Clutch Father... Babysitting duty. Alright, what do I gotta do? Taking sewing lessons? I've never known the Clutch Father to leave the nursery in another's care. The fate of our people must hang in the balance. I wish only that he would trust us with the details. Spawnlings we may be, but we have taken our warrior rights, and yet the Clutch Father not even described to us the battles of his youth. Now that I think about it, he has told us almost nothing of himself. We know little of his past or his part in the old wars. Will you do something for me? I want you to find out about this vital task and learn if there is aught we can do to aid the Clutch Father. Many of our older kin speak of him with reverence and respect. They live scattered about our territory, the reef of Sending, Reaver Hide, and even one on Moonshade Isle, though you may need one of Pa's Elves to carry you there. Perhaps in their stories you might hear the clue we need to solve this mystery. Now, to get them to speak to you, you'll need to show them this shell inscribed with our clutch mark. That should cause their memories to tumble forth of their own accord. The others do love to reminisce about the old days. Alright, off to wherever this is going. You don't need a cutscene for this, right? You just travel straight to the island. Why do we need this cutscene? Isn't it the exact same cutscene we saw before? Bye! Hello, Silverfin Sagging. You one of the elders? What's going on? Leave me be, Shore Walker. This is my isle. I'm harming no one. How about this? Why do you carry Novv's clutch mark? Has he cast his lot in with the finless ones? But it is too late for Novv. His time ended long ago. Zug is a champion of the spawning grounds now. No other warrior fit to claim the mantle of the Scarlet Sea Devil. Mark my words, he shall rise to... Oh, God. He'll rise to great... Dang it, enemy. Why you gotta put enemies right by all these guys? Alright, let's try this again. Where were we at? Well, it was on the last message. I'm gonna travel all the way over here and here. Through places filled with enemies. Like, dang it, enemies in this area. This is a sacred place, Shore Walker. Only the tridents of fallen Sagin are allowed to impale the reef of Sending. Well, here, have this. You come at the behest of Novv's clutch. The spawnlings wish to know more of their clutch father, do they? Yeah, it is odd that they send a Shore Walker, but then many things appear odd to my aged eyes. Listen well, Finless One. Novv was once the undisputed leader of the Coral Tridents, a mighty warrior who fought to naught but the glory and prosperity of his people. You tell his offspring that. You tell them they ought to be proud of their clutch father and his deeds. And all the way up here, peer pressure. I have to fight a bunch of enemies around this guy. Hello, why do you bother me, Finless One? I did not summon any Reavers to do my bidding. Here, have this. So, you are the one the others have seen consorting with Novv's clutch. Fortunate for you that all Shore Walkers look the same to us. If you come seeking your sagging friend, I hear Novv has come to parley with Zug in the Serpent's Tongue. I can only guess the subject of their discussion. Here, take your shell back, Finless One. Totally didn't see this other quest spawn. Hello, I'm back. And did the Olans have much to say? Well, here, you can have this back first. Clutchboy once led the Coral Tridents. Incredible. And now you say he goes to meet with the Trident's current leader? He cannot possibly expect to negotiate with those fanatics. The stink of ambush upon this parley reaches me even here. Oh, Clutchfather, that is why you chose to attend the meeting without your spawnlings. You mean to fight these savages alone? Winless One, Monica, I would willingly face battle myself, but I cannot abandon my duty to protect my clutch mates. It falls to you to ensure this does not end in tragedy. The Clutch Father is meeting with the Coral Tridents in the Serpent's Tongue. You are the only one I can trust to rescue him when the parley turns sour. And you can be sure it will. Sea wasps. Alright, what's going on here? A cutscene. Hope the enemies don't spawn during it and then hit me. I don't think they can, but... Ambush? You come alone into our lair, Novv? Your mind is as wilt as your fins, old one. The fuck is that? Fair greeting to you too, young Zug. You have no right to call me by that name. I am the Scarlet Sea Devil. Enemies of the Coral Tridents tremble at my coming. You would do well to show some respect. Calm yourself, Mark Zuckersberg. I did not come here to trade insults. I only wish to talk. Have you thought about our future, Zug? The future of the Sagians? Have you seen how our people fade into darkness into the evening sun sinking below the ocean waves? Poetry, Novv? I was about to say, that sounds quite poetic. You have become even more pitiful than I suspected. You were once feared above all, bloodthirsty as a shark, deadly as a raised sting, savage as a sea serpent, the terror of the indigo deep. You were the first Scarlet Sea Devil. Have you forgotten who you truly are? I consigned that title to the sleep long ago, along with my heinous past. And that is why your legacy must live on through me. The Cold Trions will thrust our spears into the very heart of this land and bathe in the gushing blood of the finless ones. If we lack the territory in which to spawn, then we shall take it by force. Our offspring will thrive on sand and has drunk the life waters spilled from our enemies. I see, my words are wasted on you. Is it so hard to understand, Zog? What is needed right now is diplomacy, not war. Your hubris will doom our spawnlings to lives of violence and misery. With the edge of a soldier's blade, the only surcease. The only one doomed here is you. Did you expect to leave here alive? Don't worry, you've got Punchy Friend here. Oh, suddenly lots of enemies. Kill the traitor, rip off his fins, strip away his scales. Is this his final form? Uh-oh, they're scared. You said he was weak now, feeble. Cowards, spineless sea dogs. Return to the shallows, Zug. You are not ready for the ocean deep. This is far from over, old one. As the infirmities age claim your vigor, I shall only grow stronger. We shall see which of us is remembered by history as the true Scarlet Sea Devil. Should have kicked his ass now. You stood ready to rush to my rescue? I smell Sue's hand in this. I yet think of him as my little spawning, but his instincts are those of a warrior grown. My strength has not dimmed so much that I need cower behind the fins of my offspring. Alright, strong daddy. But you have my thanks all the same. Come, let us return to the nursery. It would not be wise for you to linger here. Sweet, do I get a free ride back? Nope. I get annoying sea wasps instead. And now you guys will think better of me. More cutscenes. An explanation is in order. So I would have you hear this as well. I am listening, Clutch Father. There is much I have kept from the Clutch, but the wreckage of my past cannot stay submerged forever. It is time to tell you my tale. 15 years ago, I led the Coral Trions in countless acts of piracy. Pillage, slaughter, kidnapping, there was no foul deed I did not commit. For the shorewalkers of Lenosha, I was nightmare made flesh, a demon from the Indigo Deep, the Scarlet Sea Devil. All those I killed, all the land I seized, I did so for the future of my people. I had not a single shred of doubt that my actions were just. I was as zealous as Zug is now. It is tradition among the Sagan that our queen, the Indigo Matriarch, rode a proven warrior with a clutch of her eggs. Such a champion earns the right to become clutch father to the spawnings thus hatched. Even among the elite, my victories overshadowed all others. The matriarch honored me with more than 100 eggs, from which many healthy offspring emerged. My clutch was the envy of the tried. Never in my arrogance and pride did I expect what was to happen next. I returned to my nursery after a typical campaign of looting ships, only to be greeted by a sight that haunts me to this day. The broken corpses of my spawnlings strewn atop one another in a gruesome mountain of death. This was an act of pure vengeance. The shorewalkers had trailed me to our island home and waited patiently for me to leave. Then they put my children to the sword. I wept and howled until it seemed my sanity had fled, and then all at once understood the blame of my spawning's grisly fate, it belonged with me. Hate and suffering brings only more of the same. It draws you into a whirling maelstrom of reprisal and retaliation that leads to naught but a soulless abyss. My salvation lay in the few unhatched eggs that had somehow escaped the bloody retribution. I cast away my hollow dreams of glory and focused on raising my surviving sons, you and your spawn brothers, Sue. The Scarlet Sea Devil died that day, and now the Clutch Father was born. And Novv the Clutch Father. I am proud of you, Clutch Father. We will stop the Coral Tridents, I promise you, not just for ourselves, but for the Clutch mates we left behind. Does it all make sense now, Monica? The reason I recruited you to our cause? To be truthful, I have never forgiven the Shorewalker's role was done, but I will never let my actions be guided by rage, for that path will not bring us the peace I desire. No, I would create a legacy worth leaving to my children. Let us continue building that bridge. Fucking wisdom. Alright, watching the spawn. All done! And then I'm more well-liked. Reputation up. I'm now friendly. New second trial daily quests. You have access to a wide selection of wares from Novv's Clutch Vendor. Level 48 quests. And actually get the, these things now. And 10 poetics per quest. And materia, apparently. Yeah, these give ventures. Which is okay, too. Let's do more quests here. Wag the Sea Dog. Ellis would call you to the wall once more. The Maelstrom needs your help. We would open South Tide Gate to welcome a returning detachment, but doing so would expose to Sagan. As we aim to launch a diversionary attack on the north side and lure the Sagan hordes away from the open gate. Seek out Nortmon on North Tide Gate. The offensive falls under his command. One of the brothers again. Hello. So you've come to help bail my beleaguered brother out from under trouble's foot once more? Very well, all you need to do is slay a pair of the skittish little sea slugs. That'll just summon the lot of them. This looks like an AoE fest. AoE. AoE. Done. Anyways, hello. I only need to kill 2. Was that enough of my diversion? Suddenly enemies. Boss dude. Haha, he got slowed. You're not doing any damage to me. You're getting fucked up. Anyways, diversion complete. I'm back. Sure as Rain Arcella's stratagem drew the southerly sea sods away from the open gates, the men of the detachment send their gratitude. Alright, all done chores? All done chores. Let's go see what the kobolds want. Whoa, suddenly quests. Go here, once wears a sorrowful expression on her face. We faced dangerous countless time together, but ever since our pirating days, but that was our last mission. The 5 of us set out together, and only I returned. Hopeful enough to hold out hope that my comrades still lived, but not having so much as a scrap of thread to remember them by. It pains me like a saber in the gut. Might you go to the battlefield and bring back a memento of my fallen brothers? And hey, blowhole, how you doing? Has an idea of how he might win over his men. We may fly the flag of the Maelstrom now, but in years past, me and my crew were some of the scurviest pirates to sail the seas. Traded in our Jolly Rogers for the Crimson and Black when the Weeb assumed the admiralship. Aye, our days of pillaging and plundering may be behind us, but a pirate never loses his nose for treasure and glory. If you can convince my crew that there's a fortune to be had in fighting the kobolds, I expect you'd find the most agreeable joining your cause. Say, for instance, if there were a healthy bounty for any buccaneers who made a name for him or herself in the Kobold War. I believe something like that just might be arranged. Aye, why don't you convey the message to my men? Hello, private third class, a bounty on the kobolds. Cups of grog flowing over bottomless bowls like grub and buxom wenches on each arm. That sounds like a right tasty proposition. Now where did I put my cutlass? Hello, Corporal. Hey, I've been meaning to buy a new peg leg for my hobbled mate, and this bounty you speak of will let me do just that. Raise the mast, tomorrow set sail for kobold territory. Hello, Private First Class. A bounty for fighting the kobolds? Well, why didn't I say so sooner? I've never cared much for the scurvy beasts. Tell the captain I'll be sailing east on the morrow. I swore to myself that my pirating days were through, but deep within I've always longed to sail the open seas again. This is a chance I've been waiting for. Whee! Ow! What I really came down here for was this, though. Recent reports from the camp overlook have skate Swiss ill at ease. Just the one I was open to see. I fear old Titans drift in from Camp Overlook. Zolga and his scurvy crew have been quiet, too quiet for the commander's liking if you catch my drift. Our scouts have reason to believe that they've recovered from their recent setback and are gathering strength for a retaliatory strike. I speak to Commander Blood myself, but I'd seem he's none too pleased with me efforts on the 789th Order's behalf. If I know the commander, he's far more like to cut an adventurer like yourself some slack. You'll travel to Camp Overlook in my stead, won't ya? Don't feel like driving back. Hello, I gotta speak to you on multiple things. I see a little trouble winning over my crew. I once a pirate, always a pirate. You had little trouble. The skull and crossbones of limbs that set sails once more, and I pity any beastmen caught in their wake. Alright. And then there's this too. You haven't happened to see my favorite lieutenant around, have you? I'm afraid she steered us right into the eye of a storm. Our creed might still be she swallows all, but I wouldn't mind if she swallowed her first. Anyway, you've been working with her up till now, right? Good, that means you can help clean up the mess. Now listen well. Scouts returned from Ugamoro. It seems our friend Zolga was so enamored in her little prank that he's unified the most powerful orders in the tunnels under his black flag. Scores upon scores of the buggers hauling sulfur, saltpeter, and the gods knows what else to all corners of the mountain. There's no doubt in my mind, the bombs that they brandished the last time were only the start of it. You guys started this by casting your lot in with the 79th. Now you can get us out of this. Whatever it takes to keep Zolga off our backs until we can bolster defenses, you make it happen. Understood? Yes, sir. Also, more questions. Operation Crucible down. Could use your aid in creating a diversion. Now you can't let my men have all the fun now, can you? What say you join us in a little operation that's sure to hit the kobolds where it hurts the most? In the Crucible, as you know, the beasts pride themselves on their alchemical skills. We've located a hidden storehouse containing a prototype for a new Crucible. I don't know what it's capable of, and I'm not of a mind to find out. I would charge you with drawing the kobold's attention while my levy sees to the Crucible. Take these makeshift bombs to Iron Lake, where you'll find scores of sundry provisions belonging to the kobold army. I trust you'll know what to do from there. And mind you, the bigger the explosion, the better. Sounds like Mike's kind of science. Also, you have more chores for me to do here. What's going on? We have to fix the mess. So as I feared, Zolga's taken the Alma of Umagora and is brewing a most nasty sort of revenge. But the commander is right, our fingerprints are all over this mess, so it's our duty to help wipe it up. Yes, we must. Oh, woe is me, misfortune, misery, woe. Please help me, adventure. Yes, you must. What happened about this time? My beloved Bibi, my dear, my darling, my love, she said she would meet me hours ago, but she is nowhere to be found. No, nowhere at all. She said she would come my way, by way the Kobold dig. If she was caught by Zolga, I shudder to think what would happen. Trouble, shiver, shudder. You must save her. Yes, you must. You spineless coward, she's your girl. Go your bloody self. I've had better luck squeezing ale from a stone than talking sense to this one. Let's go. Rescue mission? Mark of the Red Swallow. What do we got here? Retrieve marks from the fallen. Oh. Alright, grenades, don't turn around. I need this other mark of the swallow. Just stay looking that way. Thanks. This guy's definitely gonna see me though, right? No? I guess not. My level's high enough. Alright, one more mark. There's the last shiny. Guess I'm doing something over here too. Your friend's getting his ass kicked. Let's throw a bomb on this. Boop! Yeah, fuck your supplies. Long range. Boop. Go away, grenade. I've got bombs to throw. Alright, now let's go do our rescue mission. Aha. Paws off, you brutes, you beasts, you savages. You come here, why? Yes, to die. I'm looking for trouble, are you? Yes, you are. We'll gut you, slice you, slash you, gut you. My AoE says no. Rescued. Appreciate your husbando sent me. Untying. Takes a long time to untie. Hello. You need a cutscene for the rescue. You okay for your last? You are Gigu's adventurer friend. Yes, you are. I knew that coward wouldn't have the courage to save me himself. He is useless, hapless, hopeless, useless. So scared was I. Yes, I was petrified. I came to deliver these plans, and the plans are gone, missing, vanished, gone. What plans? Why, the plans for Zolga's new furnace. I must find them at Zolga, or Zolga will punish me. Yes, his wrath knows no bounds. I mean, I see them. Sneak behind you guys and get the furnace plans. Idiots. Alright, here you go, BB. What should I do? Without those plans, I'm as good as dead, slaughtered, butchered, dead. Well, how about these? Could it be? Yes, you have found them. This is twice you have saved me, adventure. So brave you are, daring, dauntless, brave. So different from a certain kobold I know, so different from me. Harsh I am to Gigu, unkind, unfeeling, harsh. But the truth is, I too lack the heart to stand up to Zoga. Yes, I too am a coward. I too am an alchemist, you see, a skilled one. Yes, I am. So what did Zoga do? He threatened to exile the 175th from Ugumaru unless I did his dirty work. A furnace he wanted, but not just any furnace. No, a fiery, fearsome, formidable one. A furnace to end all furnaces. I have no wish to serve Zoga. No, none at all. What I truly wish is to be happy with Gigu. Cheerful, content, happy, and yet, simply cannot stand to see him grovel so. No, I cannot bear it. I am no better this I know, but Gigu is different. Yes, Gigu is a leader of kobolds. I beg of you, adventurer. Yes, I do. Take this to Gigu that I might stir his heart. Rouse, shake, stir. If this fails, there is no hope for him. No, none at all. Alright, well, let's go back here first. Good work. Why, I reckon I heard those blasts all the way from here. You'll be pleased to know that the operation was around 6 Crucible is no more. Let's keep the kobolds quiet for a spell. Nothing like the pleasure of a job well done. I reckon the grog we guzzled tonight will be the finest we've had in months. Alright, thanks for more quests. And would have you deliver a message. The parts of Limbs have added another chapter to the old legend, and we couldn't have done it without you. On behalf of the entire crew, you have my thanks, adventurer. In a perfect world, the mere word of our triumph would convince any pirate captain still sailing aimlessly in search of treasure to quit their plundering and fight the good fight. But I know as well as any that coin is the quickest, and oftentimes the only, way to a pirate's heart. I've drafted a foreport of the operation along with the suggestion that the Maelstrom institute generous rewards for any pirate, be he captain, cook, or swab, who contributes to their cause. I'd be most obliged if you could deliver it to Commander RHIKI. And after you do that, send my guards to Slapswiss. Tell her I'm waiting for her. What? Is she your waifu? What's up, Formaldehyde? Returned, have you? Did you find Autumn of Fallen Comrades? Yeah. I'm sorry. I know I wouldn't have made no difference, but I just wish I could have been with them at the end. But any tears I should be little more than drops in the ocean. I must take up their fight, and see that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. Alright, all the way back to Limsa. Oh no, wait, I gotta deliver BB stuff. Hi, I'm back, Gigu. Be my blood, my friend, my darling, my love. Will I never gaze upon you again? Here's her letter. My BB is safe. Oh, joy, glee, happiness, joy. And what is this? A letter? What? Threatening my beloved BB. This time Zoga has gone too far. This is unforgivable, inexcusable, unpardonable, unforgivable. I will not take this sitting down. No, I'll take this letter straight to Bago and have him do something immediately. BB shall see that I am a cold of action. Decision, resolve, action. Gigu and the 789th will be the laughingstocks no more. No longer. Alright, we're all done here. I suppose some sign of life out of this a start. That'd have been nice if something had to put the wind in his sails before the poor kobold last got kidnapped. I swear what she sees in that one. Don't get me wrong now, I've fallen from a share of milk, sops, and cravens in my day. Always hoping they'd make something of themselves. And each time those self-same hopes were betrayed. To tell the truth, I've had more than my fill of helping the hopeless. But one thing's clear, if Zoga's plot comes to fruition, it won't just be Gigu and his lot that pay the price. I say we cut that big bully down to size, not simply for the kobold's sake, but for our own. Alright. We are now friendly. We're friends with cowards. New quests. Alright, guess I'll go talk to RHIKI. RHIKI Steamboat. Claiming the booty. Clean trench detects in you a certain whiff of brine and vinegar, a perfect cure for the realm's plague of villainy. Would your assault swab such as yourself be keen to know what went on in the big parlay? Upshot is the Eurasian Alliance called for the... What's that? Once I said, like with harpoons and narwhals. The unt be a system that puts a bounty on them that flout the law. It won't matter whether they be men or beasts. If you slay the troublemaker, you get a reward. It's been a nice bit of cooperation. Of course, we still fight like squid and whales out in the inlands of the Alliance. Thinks that people haven't noticed. A lot of them are drunk on seawater. That's neither here nor there for you yet. Nay, 'tis the unt we need you for. Put down some marks from you to the peace. The common folk will thank you for it. If you got a mind to learn more, head to the Maelstrom Command and speak with the unt Billmaster. The bloke can tell you all about the details. And did you by any chance come from the direction of Camp Overlook? Seems to have been quite the commotion there. Yes, I have this report. A report from the commander. What's this? The Kobold's Crucible's no more? Those damn scurvy fools, loose cannons to the last, and I'm glad they're on our side. Gladly issued them a special combination and 100,000 gil for each crewman who contributed to the effort? The nerve of the man! Well, the exact amount will have to be negotiated. I see no reason to be stingy with the coffers of a bounty here or there would convince capable men to join our cause. I shall take Commander Bloden's proposition to command. Let the hunt begin. You have to be level 50. Alright. Here to sign on to a hunt? Excellent, and you appear suitably flinty-eyed and rough-knuckled. Bear with me as I cover the basics. The hunt board is your first step, quite so. These bills you see, each one represents a mark that can be hunted for bounty. Your keen eyes will have noticed that there are not one but two kinds of bills, regular and elite. The latter is rather more challenging, and before you go after one of them, you may want to consult a hunter scholar. These people are veterans in the hunt who can recite the Ramdale Codex by heart. The rest is straightforward. Slay the mark, complete the hunt. For each kill, you'll receive a sum of allied seals, which can be used to purchase exclusive wares. I hope you won't hesitate to return. In addition to exchanging the seals for rewards, I am ever ready to explain the hunt in greater detail. The best of luck to you, adventurer, till sea swallows all, and take heart. I've heard it said that many go on the hunt and most return alive. Alright, and then you get allied seals. Gonna club a seal to get a better deal. The hunt is now accessible. You get eye level 110 stuff for really cheap. It's annoying that one of these is a fate. Alright, back to the waking sands. Hello. So you have carried you back to me. I see I've caught wind of your Mady's triumph and your contributions as well. You made it for a fine pirate yourself. Aye. Bringing the pirates together with promise of treasure and glory, that's the load I know. Aye, and for what I hear, it's already caught the ear of many a buccaneer. We go back a ways, we do. We were comrades, friends, and I even more than that on occasion, if my memory serves. I've got nothing but respect for the man, but building a proper army out of old buccaneers won't be easy. Any idea he comes up with, you can bet Admiral Merwiv's already had it. Treasure and glory are all well and good, but do you know what truly calls a pirate to the open sea? Freedom, and that's something that the Maelstrom can never offer. But I can only hope that others of my kind answer the call. Then, and only then, can I be sure that my decision to part with the Yellow Jacket's comrades was the right one. Alright, well, I gotta go help out the Sylphs, too. There's gonna be some 47 quests here as well. No? Gotta increase that rep. Omixio has had it up to here with voices utter incompetence. Friendly one. This one would ask a favor. Bumbling one spends all day sleeping on paper stack pillow. Yes, this one ought to put that one to work. This one gives Bumbling one needle and thread, but Bumbling one pricks finger and starts screaming and sobbing. This one's head still hurts. So this one finds simple task. Ask Bumbling one to go collect leaves from Nathaxio. Simple, yes, but Bumbling one does not return. This one has had enough of Bumbling one's bumblings, but Nathaxio is concerned. Friendly one should go talk to concerned one. I kinda like these guys. I like these guys, which is why I'm so sad for Neuraxia. Hello, I'm here to help. This one is Nathaxio, leaf crafter. Walking one is sent by Omixio, yes. This one is thankful. Omixio placed four-eyed one in this one's care, asked this one to find work that four-eyed one would not bumble, so this one sent four-eyed one in search of leaves of great shelter tree. This one casts see-through spell on four-eyed ones for safe return, but night turns to day and that one is nowhere to be seen. This one suspects that four-eyed one is see-through no more and shakes and shivers behind trees somewhere. Four-eyed one is useless but does not deserve to die. Please find four-eyed one, friendly one. Oh, he's in trouble. I'll have to voice my concerns. That's a big Ochu. It's not really that much stronger than the other ones, though. Aiding. You good? Oh, friend, ever a sight for sore eyes you are. Pilgrim, I was just on my way back from collecting leaves for my dear friend Nathaxio, and I must say I harvested quite a haul. When I somehow lost my way, next thing I knew, my transparent spell had worn off, and that means all those nasty forest creatures can see me, yes? And what say we return a little solace and quickly at that? Isn't that the wrong way? I am back. Friendly one is back so soon as chosen one safe and sound. What? Friendly one now only now returns to this one? Saved bumbling one but moments ago? This cannot be. Friendly one was here moments ago. Told this one that friendly one would go look after. God, how could this one be so foolish? This one has terrible feeling. Must see elder one at once. Hi, Frixio. What's going on? Bad things? Oh, hello. Are this one's eyes to be believed? Chosen one's podling stolen from this one's care? And Brave One steals Chosen One from us? But why? Was Brave One fooling these ones all along? Doppelganger? This one thinks gray-haired one needs new spectacles. Clone. Well, I'll be friend. You never told me you had twin sister. This one is surrounded by fools. Makes this one's task all the easier. Very angry self. Chosen one. Foolish ones are foolish indeed to try to out-hit with this one, but worry not, foolish ones. Chosen one's podling is safe in hands of this one. How the podling trembles with power. The time of rebirth draws near. Yes, at long last, this one will finally reclaim the forest for these ones. With Chosen One's power, these ones will be pushed aside by walking ones no longer. Yes, this one will teach Chosen One the way of Almighty One, Lord Ramu. This one will teach Chosen One of all those who are enemy to these ones. Walking ones, steel ones, treacherous ones. This one will destroy everyone. Mwahaha. This guy's quite the deluxe. It's like, no more egg, but we're friendly now. When Chosen One is born in Deluxio's care, it will not just be just these ones who will suffer. Everyone will be in danger. These ones must find Chosen One, but where to look? Curses, if only Walking One had sent real smart one instead of bumbling four-eyed one. Well, this one will think of something. Brave One, please help defend these ones home against Touch One's attacks. These ones have no one else to turn to. Alright, better rep, better quests. I think, is this the last set of reputation? New Soap Daily quests are now available. New vendor stuff. You guys all done training? All done. And level up. Gotta level my Lalafell. I have 40,000. I can go and send them off on some missions. Alright, now let's hit the Little Alamigo. Hello. He has a task for you that his Amalja soldiers cannot accomplish. I'll do it though. Fortune's with us, honored ally. Brotherhood Scout has chanced upon a convocation of a hated foe, the Flame Fangs, and surreptitiously learned of their insidious scheming. They plan to pull the strings of their tempered puppets and orchestrate another kidnapping raid. It is the intelligence provided by these tempered spies that affords the Flame Fangs such a wealth of victims. This cannot be allowed to continue. We must gouge out their hidden eyes and blind them to the movements of their prey. You are no stranger to Little Alamigo, I trust. Though it appears a haven for travelers and merchants, it is not but a rotting corpse riddled with flame-addled maggots. We are fortunate in that you may walk among them unchallenged. Go to Little Alamigo, honored ally, and do that which our Amalja soldiers cannot. Root out the tempered and make of it a haven in truth. Alright, well, I'm back here. Hi, Flame Commander. I'm letting you know what's going on. Well, since you claim the Amalja has been infiltrated by tempered agents, I wish I could refute you, but I have my suspicions. It explains how the Amalja are able to set such well-timed ambushes. With spies inside the settlement, it would be an easy feat to learn the schedules of visiting merchants and the like. Commander Sir, we just received reports of Amalja kidnappers attacking caravan of travelers. They're dragging their captives off into Zanrak even as we speak. Again, damn those blasted lizards. This is the 5th time this moon. Most of my troops are still recovering from the last game, and Sergeant, I need you to assemble a squad and chase down those kidnappers. Take whoever can swing a blade. Need my help? Care to land a hand adventure? I've not but raw recruits for this mission. Your presence may make all the difference. Pray join my soldiers out in the field as soon as you can. Sure. Hi guys, you need help? And what's going on here? Hello. Who are Gisilbert sent an adventurer to wipe our asses, did he? Wait, too late. With these soldiers down, his entire unit is in tatters. And all it took was the right word in the right ear, and away they scrambled. It was like leading lame furbles to slaughter. And you're one of the new recruits. You swore an oath to the immortal flames. An oath? Pah, my loyalty belongs to none but Lord Ifrit himself, and the Flame Fangs are generous to those who serve well. The immortal flames of Little Alamigo are now not but walking wounded. The Amalja will be able to raid with a band, and the soldiers we've captured this day will make fine additions to the Lord of Infernal's army. You're still here? You think to punish me? Ah ha ha, that's rich. I have allies lingering nearby, and very soon the main company of the Flame Fangs will be arriving to take possession of the spoils. If you lay a hand on me, you'll be making some very powerful enemies. Punch them. It's like, how much do I care about making enemies? You can't be serious. Flame Fangs, to me! That's what I think of your friends. I think I'm winning this hit point battle. You mad? Huh? Huh? How did you... Who are you? Oh, dang it. Oh, cutscene, and I'm gonna hit. No, I made it into the cutscene. No, you stay away from me. Run away. Oh, get fucked. Right in the heart. What's up, rude kitty? What the hell is going on here? It's a raid. We can take him. Our net has caught some rare fish indeed. They shamed the Amalja with their petulant refusal to submit to Lord Ifrit's cleansing fire. They are not but ghosts of a fading past, so lacking in strength they resort to consorting with the slave races. You are Zagos Te. And I know of you as well. Lunga, such an intriguing costume you wear. Have you enlisted in the army of my people? Enough games, lizard man. What have you done with the captives? Those that proved intractable were slaughtered. The Flamefangs do not count as the rebellion of cattle. The rest are already far beyond your reach, unless of course you intend to assault Zaharak itself. You civilized people make such endearing squawks and squeals as your hot blood sizzles on the desert sands. Though years have passed, I yet remember your mother and her bleeding cries for mercy. Hells take you, you bastard! Ow. Is this the extent of the resistance I'm to face? Is this the vaunted strength and resolve of the Brotherhood? I wield the unquenchable flames of Lord Ifrit himself, and you seek to extinguish them with a thimble full of spit. Return to Hamashgan and tell him this. This world has no use for spent ashes. He and his followers shall be scattered before the steering winds of Zanrak's glorious ascension. You're making a mistake leaving your enemies alive. And come back and kick your ass. Also, battle music. Oh, hello! Head back here. Hey, Gisilbert, Gottfried, I'm back. Gosma, I can scarce believe it. A tempered spy within our own ranks. My men killed or taken. The lizardmen wanted more than merchants. They were after the emerald flames from the very beginning, and I all but bloody served them up on a silver platter. I beg of you, save the soldiers and yet live from a face worse than death. Meanwhile, I'll see what I can do to salvage titles of my command. I'd be like, yeah, I'll help you out once I get more rep. I'm back. Thank you for your report on it, ally. This Zagos Tez you encountered is the fetid maw that drives the Flamefangs. Its sole purpose is to bolster the numbers of the tempered. Each new fire-seared slave feeds the inferno of their god's powers, and in turn the flames of Ifrit's altars bless the zealous of Zanrak with unholy strength. The miserable sparks of their ambition must be stamped out. Go on, our ally, and break the captives free of their cages, slay the jailers in the encampment to liberate the keys. Journey to the south. Smoky destination. Smoky destinations near enemies. Kill more jailers. Where's the final smoky destination? It's hiding over here. Alright, got keys. Time for rescue mission. Don't mind me, guys. Just passing through. One freed prisoner. You're all free now. I didn't think I had made my peace with the gods. My thanks. At least these ones aren't really guarded. It's like prisoners are just in cages out in the middle of nowhere. You're free! You're freeing me? It wasn't the moral flame that captured me in the first place. I no longer know whom to trust. Nice guarding job, idiot. I lose my home to the Empire and then my freedom to the Beastmen? Gods must truly despise me. There's the last one. Hide, maybe that enemy won't see me anymore. Go away. You dick! Right when he resets. You're all free now! I was stretched out and gazing up at the stars when some bugger bashed me in the noggin. Next time I'm waking up in a cage. Does he happen to know the way to Little Alamigo? Yes, I do. I teleport there, that's how. Hello, I'm back. Prisoners all freed. You have dealt our foe a crippling blow, mighty ally. Our warrior's blood sings at the thought of the confusion and devastation you have brought to Zaharak. Lunga, be still. What enrages you so? You know damn well what? That was the animal that savaged my mother. I'll tear out his heart and string him up by his entrails. Know yourself, young warrior. You are not yet ready to face the likes of Zagos Te. Should you confront your enemy now, you will die a whimpering, cursed death. What are you saying, war leader? Is it because I am Mikote? Will I forever be too weak to match Amalja's strength? Foolish child, I say only that you lack martial wisdom. You imagine slights where none exist. War leader, Lunga's kin must be avenged. I shall fight at her side. Let us rouse the Brotherhood and smash this Flamefang snake once and for all. No, against their assembled ranks we would but invite our own destruction, and our laws are clear. Lunga, this is a blood vendetta. None may aid you in its resolution. Only through the glory of victory shall the shame of your defeat be expunged. Do the spirit to rail and curse, then use it to build your strength, for strength is all that will aid you now. Bah, sans take you all. Rude. It is said that the drake will drop its own offspring into a ravine to watch it claw its way up. So it is with the Malja. Alright, even more friendlier. Friendly. New stuff. Now that takes care of Beast Tribe stuff. So for some reason, because of like, I guess item level, whenever I try to do equip best gear on my tanks, it equips a Peridot ring, which is a healer ring. I don't know why. Thrill-seeking milksop. We may as well come up and talk to our friend Curious Gorge. Curious Gorge would send you searching for ancient relics. Welcome again, my friend. I was wondering when your travels would bring you back this way. It just so happens that I have some exciting news. I finally covered the clues pertaining to the whereabouts of the lost armor of my ancestors. As it turns out, after the fallen hero cast the 5 pieces from the mountaintop, 5 of his people set out to recover them, intending to restore their master's name. What is more, they were actually successful in their search. However, when it came to reuniting the set, the armor's great power began to work upon their minds, and not one could bring himself to relinquish his piece. Realizing that their master's fatal pride was born of the artifact's combined influence, the pupils resolved to keep the pieces separate and to share between 5 the power that might otherwise have consumed one. Thus did each of them carve his own place in history. The chronicles go on to say that years later, prior to death, each of the pupils returned to the scene as only greatest victory and buried the artifact in his possession in a final attempt to prevent any one warrior from holding the set, and it is there that the pieces still rest. You may be interested to know that the armor I wear is itself a replica of the set crafted by my ancestor, identical in all respects, but save for its lack of the arcane enchantment that adorned the original. I know that what you might be thinking. If we were to bring the 5 pieces together once more, what would prevent us from being corrupted in the same fashion? Well, I've thought about that, and what we need only do is trace the runes we find on the armor onto every piece of warrior gear. That way, there would be no need to worry about a single proud fool becoming drunk on his all-surpassing powers. Every warrior in the realm would be possessed of the self-same might. It's quite brilliant if I do say so myself. So how about we split up and get search straight away? The locations seem quite self-evident. I would trust the search there to you while I track down the other 2 with tome in hand. One piece is said to be buried under the great rocks of Boulder Downs and Corthus, while another slumbers peacefully at Camp Tranquil in the South Shroud. The last of the 3 sets rests untouched in proudest peace in Western Thanalan. Unearth those 3 relics and bring them to me with any measure of fortune. I'll track down the remaining 2 by the time you return. I mean, while I'm here, I might as well head over here. There's also stuff to do here. Hi, Tsubame. And please let me in. Hello. What would bequeath you which you have earned? Jin. I look into your eyes today and see a mind unclouded by worldly cares. This time has come. I wish to pass to you the ancestral garb of the shinobi. Knowing that the day was close at hand, I have already made the necessary arrangement. With Karasu watching our move, I cannot act freely, so I ask your friends at the Rose Guild to send word to my village and arrange for the delivery of a set. They say this location must remain a secret. I've arranged for the goods to be delivered in secret to the Denavel checkpoint. A porter there will be expecting you. Tsubame and I must express our thanks to your Captain Jack. Be mindful in your travels, Monica. We eagerly await your return. Captain Jack, like the singer. Let's go to more donuts. We're gonna head to Corthus. The Boulder Downs is the place for the golems, right? Yes. And get our piece of armor over here. And over here, because we have to do Dragoon things anyways. Old wooden chest. This looks ominous. Alright, where's this guy at? There he is. I'm stunned. Alright, now we'll open this up. Fighter's armor. Remember, doing your class quest is important. You get your extra skills and stuff like that. Make sure you stay up to date, because there's nothing worse than having somebody in your group that's like still an Arcanist at like level 50 content. It's like the worst. It's so bad when people do that. It's like, sweet, you're playing a class that hasn't gotten any new skills since level 30. Thanks for being useless and doing a quarter of the damage of the healer. Hello. Has been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Impeccable timing. A message arrived from Estinian but moments ago. Much to my astonishment, he would trade words with us and bids us meet him at Boulder Downs. Dang it! As just 2 trends I cannot say. Maybe we'll trap, but we must go nonetheless. I trust I can count upon your company. Alright, all the way back. Nothing here should be dangerous to me. I mean, let's be honest. I was beating at level 49, that means level 41. It wasn't pretty, but I was able to do it for the hunts. Oh, what's going on way the fuck up here? Waiting. Alright, Dragoon dude. Are you gonna go to this side? Hello. Greetings, Master. It has been too long. Estinian, end this folly at once. You must know that each second the eye passes between outside Ishgard's walls brings us closer to a repeat of the tragedy of 20 summers past. Surrender yourself in the eye and return with me to Ishgard before it is too late. No. But it's already too late, for you see, Nidhogg is already awakened. What? Hear me, master. You have mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. Premonition came to me by virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. Even as he slumbered, Nidhogg seethed with irrepressible rancor for that wound of 20 years ago. That rancor will send him flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation will ensue. But there is a possible solution. Were the eye taken to a remote land far from the Holy See, then and only then could destruction be averted and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. You mean to make a bait of yourself? Nay, there is more to this than you let on. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. To me, the two are one and the same. You know my past better than any else. It was for no other reason than to avenge my family that I became a dragoon. Dragons long outlive men and do not soon forget the wrongs done them. What grudge they harbor burns as a fire in their hearts over time, swelling into an unquenchable inferno. You need only look back on history to see that Nidhogg grows stronger with each awakening. When last you darkened our skies, the great worm came within a hair's breadth of laying waste to Ishgard. Not short of death will prevent him from completing his mission and when next he wakes. Nidhogg took everything from me, now I shall take everything from him, even if it means my life. The eye works in ways men can ill comprehend, but this much is plain. In choosing two Azure Dragoons in one generation means for us to join together in common cause. Adventurer, you have heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power, the power of the dragon. In the long and proud history of Ishgard, never before have two Azure Dragoons arisen in the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only chance to send the great worm to eternal slumber. Behold my armor. This is the dragon mail forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so too does the armor call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realize your potential as an Azure Dragoon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Clad so, you will inherit the technique passed from Azure Dragoons to Azure Dragoon down through the generations. Then and only then will your training be complete. But first, you must win the dragon mail as I and Sir Alberic did before you, by proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azure. A series of battles so harrowing as to send the unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventure acquires the armor, pray see to it that she learns to harness the power of the dragon in full. Estinian, wait! Save your worries. I do not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. I take my leave of you. Bye, hot dragoon dude. Back and forth, back and forth. Alright, teach me armor things. Forgive me, I was deep in thought. Now then, as to acquiring the army of the which Estinian spoke, first it was my intention to bequeath mine own armor to you. I am an Azure Dragoon no longer, and as powers are wasted on me, it would be simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training right here and now. But as Estinian said, the dragon armor is no ordinary set of mail. Its strength derives from the dragon blood whence it came, the blood's power resonating with the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon mine own power as armor, its bond to me was forged years ago. Were I to bestow it to you now, ill would fear would offer but a scintilla of the protection it afforded me in these bygone days. I, Estinian, has the right of it. You must claim your armor as he and I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azure, that the powers of dragon blood be yours and yours alone. The ogre's belly will be where your final test begins. I shall dispatch Sir Brucemont there, seek him out upon your arrival. We're heading all the way north. Going through the cave with the Ford Taurus in it. Go around you, you can't see me. Alright, what do you want? You've grown strong since we last met, adventurer, but you pale in comparison with the Azure forebears. If you would prove me wrong, let your lance do the talking. You sense a hostile presence. This guy doesn't seem very strong. Fuck you! Once again, adventurer, you prove yourself worthy beyond my expectations. Take this, but know that your trial has only just begun. Your next challenge lies in the chamber beyond. Sir Hustien waits you there. Minus 30 armor. Hello, next test. Your foreigner would don the dragon armor, then prove to us that you will do it. You will not do it dishonor. We jump. Oh, I hit the wrong enemy. This guy's gonna lose a big chunk of his health, though. These guys are only level 45. It's not a challenge yet. Sir Alberic sent the eye had chosen you, and it would appear he speaks true. The armor is yours. Wear it with pride and honor. Your trial is not complete, but be forewarned. Many before you have made it this far, only to fall in the final challenge. Do not let overconfidence be your downfall. And hello, Brucemont. So you made this far. Well, prove yourself worthy of Azure or die in the effort. The reason I have to spawn like 10 miles away. Oh well, get fucked. You have demonstrated your powers to be beyond a doubt. To me, beyond a doubt, there is not an Ishgardian who would gainsay your right to don the armor of dragons. I shall send word ahead to Sir Elric that you have passed your trial here. If it is he who will present you with the fourth piece of armor and consummate your training. Go now, my fellow Dragoon, and deliver this land from the Great Worm's wrath. Whoa, hello, camera angle. I'm back. Armor, please. I reference to Bruce Month that you perform most impressively. Yes, I stand more convinced than ever that you will be the one to save our land. Yet be warned, one last trial awaits you. You wish to trail in the presence not of knights but of ghosts. Make your way towards the steel vigil and seek out a gravestone north and west of the structure. Take with you this flute, and when you reach your destination, blow a single strong note. A visitor shall soon arrive. Entertain your guest, and should he leave behind a present, return it here to me. Fuck to make me go back and forth here on Corthus. Also, is there another 45 quest after this, like the other classes? Oh, hell no. Smoky destination. Grey wine. Alright, fuck you, incoming. Boop. Now I gotta go all the way back? Yep, gotta go all the way back. Why armor has such low defense? I feel like they forgot to stat squish some stuff. Alright, I'm back. More armor, please. Your presence before me indicates you've seen to the visitor. Have you aught to show for your deeds? Yes. Have a skull. The skull of Greywine, old warrior of the Dravanian horde. It said that in ages past he could bring down a castle with a single breath. His strength... Really? He didn't seem that tough to me. His strength has dwindled since those days, but a dragon past his prime is a formidable foe nonetheless. In slaying him, you have proven yourself worthy of this. You now possess 4 pieces of the armor that Estinian himself and our forebears did wear. While you doubtless wonder about the 5th, I can tell you that it is not mine to give. Fear not, however, your triumphs in the trials and against the dragon of the horde give evidence that Draken blood now resonates with yours. Yes, you stand before me as prepared for your ultimate challenge as any could be. And yet, before we proceed, I would hear it from your own lips. The Great Worm's power is the stuff of legends. Have you truly resolved to fight this battle, to risk your life to deliver a foreign land from the clutches of its ancient foe? When you are certain that your mind is settled, return and speak to me. Alright, yep, straight to the next quest. So like would have you reaffirm your commitment to do battle with the Great Worm. Spine Shatter Dive! And so you would join your strength to Estinians, that Ishgard might be free from the rage of the Great Worm forevermore? Then I shall honor my promise. You shall have the full use of your powers by the time we are done. Before we begin, there's something I must needs confess. You will recall the tale of my battle with Nidhogg 20 years past, and how the power of the dragon left me on account of the injuries I sustained. What I said wasn't untruth. The power did not abandon me. It was I who abandoned it. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of the Azure Dragoon is a double-edged sword. Even as it lends us strength we need to smite dragons, it heightens our communion with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to their seduction than ordinary men. Even as I buried my lance in the Nidhogg flesh, our gazes locked and mine eyes met them with a look that would fair impale a man. In that instance I found myself assailed by a torrent of emotions not mine own. Sorrow, rancor, pity, they threatened to drown the man in me and leave behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself of the power that the eye had bestowed upon me. Thus regaining lucidity, I was able to rout the grievously wounded Nidhogg. Alas, countless of his brethren yet remained. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale with a vengeance. Bereft of my power was all I could do to save but one child. Ne'er a soul knows of this, nay, not even Estinian, but I can keep him in the dark no longer. At our last meeting, Estinian said that protecting Ishgard and exacting revenge upon Nidhogg are as one to him. That freedom of mind, I fear, may well lead to his demise. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces that can ill be reconciled. Worse, the latter serves only to cloud his sense of self. When next Estinian I meet, I intend to confess all, though it mean the loss of his good opinion. The outcome of the coming battle and his very life may well depend upon his readiness to relinquish his powers. Never allow yourself to forget the origin of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind your eyes, biding its time, ready to claim you for its own. Aught less than complete conviction, and you will find yourself in its vice-like clutches. So forewarned, let us return to our present endeavor. My promise to Estinian was that I would impart unto you the technique that will mark you as a true Azure Dragoon. If you would know the truth, however, this knowledge is not within my power to bestow. Now you must claim to take much as you claim the 4th piece of the armor you bear, by proving yourself in battle with the dragons whose power you would unite with your own. I trust you with this flute once more. Take it to the southwest of Providence Point and blow a single note. By locking wills with your adversary and prevailing, you'll prove yourself worthy to champion the cause to which your lance is sworn. The dragon within you shall then awaken. I'm starting to look the part of a dragoon. They had Lalafell-sized armor on hand. It's like one of these fucking hand-me-downs from Child Estinian. Oh, we have to go out and around. Be easier if, I'd finished the story and had flight. At least it's not an instance. Another level 45. Give it the big FU. Don't feel like running back. I've been spending so much time in Canada. Alright, please teach me. It's good to see you, Sailor. Trying to take you from your bearing that the engagement went favorably? Yes. Here's your flute back. I killed another thingy. You left this place as a woman, but you turn as a dragon. There is no more for me to teach you. From here, your battle is yours and yours alone. Now, you might recall me saying that the fifth and final piece of the dragon armor was not mine to give. However, that is not wholly true. I could guide you in the direction in which you seek. That said, I yet have reservations. The sheer power of the dragon housed within is such that a great many of your Azure forebears, and myself among them, have proven hopelessly incapable of wielding it. But I do not doubt what I see. I, within you, has awakened a strength that forever eluded the likes of me. If you are not worthy of wearing the armor, then I know none who are. Remember my warning to you, and heed it well. Nidhogg is a lord among his kind, aught less than complete conviction, and you will surely fall under his thrall. Before you can master your foe, you must needs master yourself. Hone your lance arm till it can bear no further honing, and then present yourself to me. When the time is come, I will tell you what you need to know. I look forward to our next meeting, my young dragoon. Come back at level 50. Oh, here we go. More superpowers. Final superpower? Yeah, superpower. Alright, now I gotta get more armor pieces. Speak with a suspicious-looking porter. This doesn't sound good. We'll take a leap off here. Whee! Alright, what's going on way up here? Hello, suspicious-looking porter. Shadowy porter. Expecting a shipment of goods, you say? Now that strikes me as right curious on account of how a scraggly fellow came by not long ago to claim them. They're actually yours, you say? Well, ain't that a bloody coincidence? See, a fellow I talked to said that someone was like to come by saying just that, and that if she did, he'd pay good coin for me to gut her good and proper. Well, shit. Alright on! You just got assassinated, bitch. You don't want to fight too, do you, Shadowy Porter? You're gonna get your ass kicked. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Have mercy, if I knew you were this strong, I never would have taken his money. Run away! Well, shit. And if I knew you were this incompetent, I would have put you out of your misery long ago. Well, this is my favorite chirping little horse bird. Oh, come now, I'm not that scary, am I? I like his pose, too. I heard from a little bird in Doma of a shipment en route to Erosion's secret. I surmise I'm quite good at that, you see, that it might have something to do with you and your friends, and I just had to know what was inside. Lo and behold, what did I find but a shiny set of shinobi garb? Why did you not tell me it was your name day, little chick? I would have bought you something more fitting, like a sack of Geisel greens. Ha ha ha. Now, I fear Brother Dim and Sister Swallow are mistaken. You are not quite ready for such an honor, but this is no fault of your own. After all, the student is only as good as her teacher. But today is your lucky day, little chick, for a true master has come to take you under his wing. 4 crates scattered to the winds, each containing one of the items you seek. 4 of my shadows guarding each piece with their lives. A test, one where failure will mean your death. Red Rooster Stead, Costa del Sol, Jijurun's trading post, Camp Overlook. Claim that which you seek by your own hand or die in the act. It is of little matter to me if by some chance you survive, return here. You just might find a very special present awaits you. Now shoo, shoo I say. Bye. Alright, well one is near mist, so I might as well head to our FC house. I'll just head out here. It's faster than going from the dry docks, I think. Alright, I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh, suspicious looking milkmaid. This is my crate. Oh, there's nothing there about all goat milk. Rich and creamy all goat milk to be sure, but all goat milk just the same. Is there though? Pardon me, milady, have you seen my all goats anywhere? Oh, it's you, don't worry, this won't hurt much. Oh, get fucked. Oh, get fucked. Alright, thanks for the armor. And now we're heading to Costa. Suspicious looking midwife. Hello, dear heavens, I must have fallen asleep while sunbathing. How can I ever thank you for rousing me from a slumber? Once say I slit your throat and we call it even then, eh? Rude! Eat some right on. Yay, more ninja pieces. Jijurun's trading post. Suspicious looking puller. What's with the dour-faced last fish not biting today? Maybe they know you're already a dead woman? Assassinate. You're getting fucking assassinated. Kadasu happens to be losing a lot of his minions, huh? All these places in the Nosha. Suspicious-looking traitor. Bring your head back to Karasu. I'll be set for life. Just like everybody else, you get some right on. Oh, assassinate! Assassinate! Alright, more armor. Faster to go from Wineport? Go down this path here. Alright, any sign of the idiot? Wait a long time. Incoming other teacher. Much fanciful teacher. I am relieved to see you safe. When you did not return, I feared the worst. Here's what happened. Custard, what? Forgive me, I never suspected he would target you on your own. It's clear now that his treachery knows no bounds. And yet, it is curious, again he chose to test you rather than dispatch you by his own hand. His intentions remain as inscrutable as ever. What's this? Suddenly a note. Karasu. Welcome back, and hello to you as well, Oboro. I left the present I promised you on your doorstep. Such a shame that you weren't at home. The docks. Tsubame Byakubu. Yome, we must hurry. I realize it's far too early in your training for this, but the situation is grim. Our only hope is surviving the battle ahead for you to learn the mudra of Mudra Jin. This is the mudra that will allow you to harness the energies of your fellow man. It is also the final mudra that I can teach you. Thanks. Now we do rescue mission. Oh, right. We gotta do superpower. Yes, superpower! And now I can use all sorts of things. So now I can use, like, what is it? So I can use Hyoton, which I guess binds and I'm probably never going to use in PvE. This one I will, though. Jin Chi 10. So 3, 2, 1. And that's a buff that you keep up all the time. This is the AoE. It basically ends with 2. And then this is, lets you use, what is it? Suiton, which lets you use Trick Attack while not stealth. Oboro would teach you what he can in what little time you have. And you have now learned Jin, the final mudra, in which I can pray. You combine it with the mudra you've already mastered, and you will find 4 new ninjutsu techniques available. Your time is short, so listen well. The first is Hyoton Ice Release. From form 10 Jin or Chi Jin, the energies you summon will be channeled to a glacial flow. Huton Wind Release. I sleep on a Huton. Form Chi Jin Chi 10 or Chi Jin 10. The winds will gather and swirl around you. Third is Doton. The earth itself will move at your will. And then there's Suiton, Release of Water. Water will course and flow through you. As for how each technique will value, I trust you will learn on the field of battle. Now let us hurry, Tsubame is in danger. I'm gonna get my dot on. Huton Gauge unlocked. I like keeping things simple. Hi, Oboro. This doesn't look good. Shuriken, a battle was fought here. I hear no sounds from within, so I must be here somewhere. Byakubu has lost his words from the attack. He can tell us nothing. Come, we must find Tsubame quickly. It's instance time. Hi, Tsubame. You okay? You don't look okay. Level sync. Alright, just fight lots of enemies. Sounds like a lot of enemies spawned. You okay? Tsubame! It's but a flesh wound. Oboro, look out. Come now, little swallow, say that it hurts, that you were scared. Tell the dim one how I took great pains to see that you were fully awake for every moment of agony and terror. Why are you walking like normal? Why are you walking like normal? You should be walking with that dance. This time you go too far. Yes, yes, those are the eyes I wanted to see. Let the anger, the hatred burn away any spot of doubt that remains in your heart. The fire in your eyes was all born from the all-consuming flames of rage and passion. Look in your eyes that day when you looked on as your friends, your countrymen were massacred, powerless to end the slaughter. Be silent. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Tsuma, stand back. I shall slice this crow's tongue, then tear him limb from limb with my bare hands. Such pure, unadulterated malice. Finally, you are an adversary worthy of my blade. The true shinobi, ever calm, dutiful to his master, presence of mind. Yes, the first few times we met, you fought with all the passion of a Mokujin. Today you stand before me as a man. You wanted battle, today you shall have one. No retreat, no reprieve. The beast shall die like a dog, and the victor's tale will continue for another day. Boss fight. Gotta go fast. Oh, he's going fast. AoE! I'll get the fuck out of that. Ow! AoE. AoE. Get hit points back. It's just now, it's us now, asshole. Oh, never mind. Fucking bat. Oh, it comes from this. Would you like to take some more damage? You might nothing but noise. Destroy the summons. Oh, there's more than one. AoE. Oh, Karasu's getting his ass kicked. You don't need my help at all. Oh, get fucked. I win, Karasu. Karasu Redbeak, in the name of our elders, I take your life as divine retribution for your crimes. Your bloodstained beak will feast on the innocent no more. And does he truly believe those words? Oh yes, his beak is stained with blood. This I do not deny, but I am not the leader of this murderous flock. I tire of your riddles, Redbeak. Give me one reason why I should not separate your head from your shoulders. Oh dear, what a pickle I find myself in now. How can I put this in terms even the dim one can understand? I am not the traitor you seek. He is not I, and I am not he. You believe I was the only one who fled Doma? Are you sure? Absolutely certain? Did you see the bodies, the faces of all your brothers who fell that day? Think, I know it is not a strength of yours, but surely you remember one body maimed so badly that only the possessions could identify the man in the face. Could even be called a face? Naught but shattered bone and shredded flesh remained where once had been the proud features of... You lie! One more word, one more twisted, deceitful word, Redbeak, and I will... Oh, Obito, poor, sweet, stupid Obito. How long will you continue to deceive yourself? You lie, Redbeak, as you always have. Did betraying our homeland not sate your thirst for treachery? Then that now you must drag our master's name through the mud? Answer me this then. If you were not the traitor, then why did you flee the village that day? How often have I asked myself the same? Oh, how simpler things would have been had I been as naive as you. But the circumstances of Master Gekkai's death did not sit well with me. I left the village looking for answers and found something far more interesting. Our master himself, alive and well. In an instant, his hand was at my mouth and his blade at my neck. A simple choice he gave me. Follow him and live, refuse and die. I like to say I weighed my decision heavily, but the answer really was quite clear. Death is so final after all, while life, even a life spent as an Imperial spy, holds so many opportunities. What's the matter, dim one? Do you still not find my tale hard to swallow? Oh, believe as you will, redemption means little to a dead man. You are going to kill me, yes? That is your mission, after all. Sworn in the sight of the elders, tradition and custom, and so on and so forth. Ken will keep quiet. When the time is right, he will come, and all will be revealed. I just thought I'd tell the one who's shown herself capable of listening to reason. The lights grow dim, the sun turns black in the sky. Our hero fought bravely even, but his chapter in this grand mummery has come to a close. Summoning his last breaths, our hero speaks. Tiptoe away. Just promise me this, Obito. Whatever your mission, should you fail, just don't go off dying. I know how fond you are of tradition, but this is a new era, and we are not our ancestors. Besides, such an end just wouldn't become a solemn youth like yourself. So live, and leave the dying to those who can do it in style. Yes, I may not have been the hero I thought I was, nor the villain you would have me be, but from beginning to end I was me, and there is nothing I would rather be. Farewell, cruel world, and good bloody riddance. Wait! Explosion. Bat be like, no, my bro. The bat saw everything, reporting to Master. And what can this all mean? It means Karasu was kind of a stand-up dude? No, he really wasn't. He was a dick. But he was a funny dick, so that makes it better. Karasu is dead, our mission complete. Yeah, you will forgive me if I am unsure how to feel about this turn of events. In any event, there is nothing more to be done here. Tsumame is wounded, let us bring her home. It's kind of annoying, always having to go back in. Just like the Rogue's Guild, too. Hi, Oboro. The mission has brought me to Erosia is complete. Once Tsubame's wounds heal, we have no reason to sojourn further in these lands. And if Kazu spoke true, no, it simply cannot be. Alright, come back at level 50. We get eye level 90 items. Wait, whole garb? For eye level 90, but then eye level 50? 55? Why? Let's go pick up some armor, though. Alright, where that motherfucker at? Critical. Lighter criticals. Just one enemy, so don't have to save up my beast gauge to use my auto critical on that. Dang it. Alright, one more piece all the way out at Vesper Bay. Sorry, story quest, I'll get to you next time. Bully some enemies. Get more armor pieces. Head back to the gorge. I'm missing my helmet. How far is your search? Have you found aught of my tribe's ancient relics? Should you have the 3 pieces of armor, then don them and show them to me. I mean, done. Found the gear is most gratifying, but what I would truly fancy would be to see you in it. Wait, stand still for a minute. The armor still becomes you that I could not tell you had it on in the first place. But now I have no doubt. I sense the power of the runes inscribed on each piece resonating with your soul crystal. This is long-lost armor of the warrior. I too have found one of the relics, but I have run into an unexpected rub. When I donned the piece, I felt nothing, as if the lost treasure were no different from that unadorned replicas already in my possession. Whether the armor has been lost to it, or must needs be awakened by means yet unknown to me, this I cannot say. The ancient texts still hold many mysteries beyond my ability to decipher. Before I forget, I should mention to you that I did indeed track down another piece before I was waylaid by this current conundrum. You should find it sealed away at Red Mantis Falls. Alright, guess I'll go pick up that piece too. It's hiding here in the Fate. I see the danger zone. Hello, gigantic mantis. Become very defensive. Look at all my buffs. Completely necessary. Got it. And back again. Look at this sexy armor that I have now. All LFL size. I see your search for it was a fruitful one. I'm pleased to say that I've also gleaned some insight into why the armor found seemed devoid of power. As I allude to, the ancient warrior's armor derives power from a concordance between the incantations engraved on the steel itself and the inner beast of the wearer. My own resonance with the plating was too weak as to allow a proper connection with it, and I think I know why. My soul crystal, once burned bright like yours, but since the events at Wineport, it has been reduced to a lifeless husk. Why this happened I cannot say, but the tome is quite clear about what would happen were the powers of the armor to be bestowed upon one whose soul is weak. The inner beast would devour the mind of the wearer, who would go on a mindless rampage that would end only with the mercy of death. Yes, not unlike the crazed fiends we battle. I believe that the armor sensed my weakened state, foresaw the potential danger, and then knowingly shut it off its powers to me. And dare say we are fortunate that it did. I feel as though an apology is in order at this juncture. I must tell you that I left this found piece of armor where I found it. The breastplate, as the piece closest to the warrior's heart, has powers far greater and more dangerous than the other pieces. Uncertain as I was to the reason for my being unable to connect with the plate's mystical energy, I feared to take it would mean imperiling both myself and those around me. Your soul may burn stronger than mine, yet still I worry for your fate were you to put it on. Look deep within yourself. When you feel yourself ready, and only then, come speak to me again. Alright, I get to learn Steel Cyclone. Gearscourge will share with you the location of the final piece of relic armor. And you would truly seek the ultimate relic of my people, the armor that could consume the very soul of the most puissant warrior? Very well, if you are truly convinced of your readiness, I will not be the one to stand in your way. But I beg you, the moment you feel yourself losing control and your inner beast overcoming, you cast the armor aside. Cast it from the highest mountain or into the depths of the ocean, I care not. For once the beast consumes your soul, there is no going back. You will rage on a monster, leaving naught but carnage in your wake. Their armor will bleed and history will repeat itself. I cannot allow this to happen. No, my people have been shunned long enough. I would see the coming of a new age in which warriors protect the weak and are loved and admire the people of the realm. My years of battle and sleepless nights spent poring over the ancient texts, all has been for this day. Brother, I know not where fate has led you, and yet I feel certain that, in spirit, you stand with me today. Together we will restore the honor of our people. You must forgive my sentiment, Monica. As I said, this has been a long time coming. The breastplate you seek is in the highlands of Corythus at the spring they call the Weeping Saint. I will stay behind. The events at Wineport still weigh heavy on my heart. Here we are in Canada again. Looks like more enemies. Lol, cooldowns. 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 Use 10 OGCDs in between GCDs. And loot the chest. Now, so that's a glowing, bright glowing enemy. Alright, what's going on with this armor? You may not have. Hand over the breastplate, Monk. After much wrestling with the thought, I simply cannot entrust such a relic to an outsider who may be overwhelmed by its power. I return now to Hidden Falls. If you would have words with me, then come. I will not run away. Alright. Bye. Like, that was a quick quest. Alright, so I have to do the Paladin 45 one. And the Black Mage one. Alright, I'm back. I don't mean for things to happen like this, but I had no choice. I have wrestled long and hard with the matter, but this is my decision. I cannot trust you with this power when I do not even trust myself. I won't attempt to don the plate again either, nor will anyone, not until I have proof that there is one that is with a will strong enough to withstand the beast siren's call. Peer deep within your soul, peer into the eyes of the beast that stares back at you. Can you truly say that you can engage the monster in battle and emerge victorious? I shall return to the tome. If there are any answers to be found there within these pages, in the meantime, continue your training that you might find an answer of your own. And come back at level 50. Hooray, Steel Cyclone! Oh, here we go. Superpower? New superpower. Also, that horny helmet. Superpower? Oh, it's like I'm almost drowning in here. This is the AoE version of this. Better on 2 enemies, looks like. Alright, so I think next time I'll finish off the rest of the 45 class quests and then get back to the main story. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!